The fallout from one of Wall Street's most shocking fraud cases has now reached its conclusion. Charlie Javice, the founder of the student loan startup Frank, has been sentenced to more than 7 years in prison for orchestrating a massive scheme that defrauded JPMorgan Chase out of millions of dollars. Prosecutors revealed that Javice, only 33 years old, tricked the nation's largest bank into buying her company by inflating the number of students using the platform. In March, a jury convicted her on charges of bank fraud, securities fraud, wire fraud, and conspiracy. On Monday, U.S. District Judge Alvin Hellerstein handed down an 85-month prison term, followed by 3 years of supervised release. Javice must also give up $22 million in salary, stock, and bonuses she received from the $175 million sale of her company, and she, along with her former colleague Olivier Amar, has been ordered to pay more than $287 million in restitution. Frank was founded in 2017, when Javice was in her mid-20s, with the promise of making the student financial aid process easier. The startup quickly drew attention, landed Javice on Forbes' 30 Under 30 list, and eventually caught the eye of JPMorgan Chase. In 2021, the bank acquired Frank for $175 million, with CEO Jamie Dimon personally involved in the deal. But behind the glossy image, prosecutors said the foundation was built on deception. Javice claimed Frank had over 4 million active users, when in reality, the number was closer to 300,000. To keep up the charade, she allegedly hired a college professor to fabricate data and even purchased fake customer names from commercial brokers. Once JPMorgan attempted to reach Frank's so-called users, the truth was crashing down. Prosecutors described the bank's acquisition as buying a crime scene. Even CEO Jamie Dimon admitted it was, in his words, a huge mistake. At her sentencing, Javice addressed the court, saying she accepted the jury's decision and took full responsibility. Her lawyers pleaded for leniency, citing her past good deeds and personal struggles, but Judge Hellerstein made it clear that her actions required a great deal of duplicity, emphasizing the need for deterrence. Javice, a graduate of the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School of Business, plans to appeal her conviction. However, she will still be required to serve her sentence once that process is complete. Stories like this remind us of the risks of blind trust in fast-growing startups and the importance of accountability, no matter how successful someone appears on the outside. If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and most importantly, subscribe to InsightPulse for more in-depth coverage of major financial and political stories shaping our world.